It started with a simple question.
First time Grant and I met, he asked me what I thought about an idea he had, a snowmobile race in July on real snow. Next thing you know, we get a partnership with SnowGoer magazine, and this thing has just taken off.
With no time to waste, conversation turned to action.
We've been looking around and talking to people for the last month in various locations, and a week and a half ago, the people here at Molson Park were kind enough to commit to us to use the park for our summer snowcross. And as you can see, a big part of it is saving the snow, and that's what we're running very thin on. We've got just enough snow left at this time of the year to save it.
The next question, if we build it, will they come?
It was unbelievable. We went from, what do you think of this idea, to a monster pile of snow, to a trade show with 75 booths, and 7,000 people out to watch the races. I mean, real snow in July. We pulled it off. It was a blast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Summer SnowSquall. Well, if you're into kind of off-the-wall, wacky, crazy sports, I think you've landed in paradise, because what you're going to see is snowmobilers racing on snow in July. That's right, real snow in July. We've got over 70 racers coming from across North America here to Molson Park in Barrie, Ontario for the Summer SnowSquall Snowcross Championships. If you're not familiar with snowcross, you can think of it this way. Think of it as motocross. We replace the motorcycles with snowmobiles, and we replace the dirt with snow. And in our case, real snow in July. Now, while these racers make final preps to their machines, let's take a closer look at this spectacular track. As you can see here at the start-finish line, 3 riders will line up against each other and take off down this hill into the ravine. From the ravine, they'll come up and out over a small jump into the corral. Then the games begin. The first of 2 water crossings await the competitors. This pond is 3 feet deep and 40 feet long and promises to wash the dust off a few sleds. For those successful in crossing the pond, they'll come out of the corral into a series of tight corners and short straights. You'll see a lot of jockeying for position through this section. What's next could be considered the make or break point for both rider and machine. This is the King Kong jump. This engineered truss structure invites racers up a 24-foot long ramp and then sends them off this 8-foot launch. Extra snow and base has been brought in to assure we don't have a yard sale of parts at the bottom of this monster, but rest assured it promises to deliver plenty of excitement. For the survivors, it's a short straightaway, a tight left turn, and then this, the water crossing. Number 2 on the day, 60 feet in length. It leads to the hill and the checkered flag. This water crossing will probably decide the outcome of several races throughout the day. Now the competitors will run 2 laps around this maze of jumps, bumps, and water holes, with only the winners advancing to the finals. Well, the word is the first race is set to go, so hang on to your hats, do up your seat belt. Let's get ready to rumble any way you want to call it. We're in for a very exciting day. One of the most exciting competitors in the amateur class racing today is also the youngest.
Well, I'm 15 years old. This is my first year racing snowcross, but I've been racing motocross for about 5 years, so I picked up the sport naturally from that.
With the SnowSquall happening here in Barrie, Michael's hometown, it was an opportunity for him to put on a show for friends and family, and he did not disappoint, finishing second in the amateur final.
I thought it was really good. In the morning it was a little slick, and by the afternoon it got pretty muddy, but they put on a good show, and I'm glad everybody came out to watch. I expect to come out here and maybe make it past my heat or something, but I didn't expect to make it this far.
We'll be back with more from the Summer SnowSquall right after this. Welcome back to Summer Squall at Molson Park in Barrie. The racing action continues. Proof that snowcross racing is alive and growing rapidly is the full roster of racers here at the SnowSquall. Among them is a full group riding in the ladies class, including a local favorite who was quite pleased with the day's events.
It was great, and to come out here in the summertime and enjoy all the snow, it's wonderful. It's a little more muddier than the snow, and but it's certainly nice to race in the sunshine, in the warm.
Well, one of the most frequently asked questions in an event like this is, where the heck does all this snow come from? Let's ask around, see if we can get some answers. Where do you think the snow comes from?
Oh, probably the hockey arenas. Some of it could come from the arena and from last winter.
The sky?
What about you?
Well, I think they hit it from last year from a great snowfall.
All right, little guy, where do you think all this snow's coming from?
I don't know.
All right, ladies, I want to ask you a question. Where do you think this snow comes from?
I have no idea.
It come from last winter. Yeah. When we had so much snow, they just kept piling her up, and then covering her over, right?
Where's the snow coming from? From the sky, man. Snow squall. Didn't you hear all that wind last night? Blew it all in from Georgian Bay.
Well, in fact, the snow has been stored here since way back in March. And to tell us about that process, I've cornered one of the very busy men here, one of the co-promoters, Grant Reeves. And Grant, how did you keep this snow alive till July?
If I tell you, I have to kill you. It's a secret. That's the secret to our event. Just kidding, Kevin. Basically what we did, we worked very closely with Molson Park, and at the end of March we gathered all the snow from all around the parking lots. We piled it here approximately 100 feet long, 25 feet high, and 60 feet wide. We put 4 inches of sawdust on top, and then about 8 to 10 inches of shavings, and stored it. It became an ice cube block in some places, but the dump truck's breaking it up. We're on the track, and we actually got more than we need. We're going to put on a hell of an event today.
I guess you're a guy who'd be popular at picnics, keeping everything cool. You've got the secret.
I think we're doing something right here. We got a lot of people and a good crowd.
If you thought the amateur class was going to be a slow go between novices, think again. These guys rode hard to get to the final, and they're off to a tight start already. Brian Eckenmeyer is first out of the hole into the corner with young Michael Island driving tough on the inside. Catching up quickly is Chris Humphrey. With a bump and grind through the corners, Humphrey is working to establish a fast line on Island over the King Kong jump. It's 1, 2, 3 over the jump. It's close. Anyone's race at this point. Humphrey gambles with a wide line, pushing hard at the throttle. He gets his speed up and carries it to take second away from Island and moves ahead to challenge MacArthur, who is presently running up front. Across the water, MacArthur holds the lead with Humphrey and Island right on his tail. It's a tough run through the corners and straights as these guys battle for the line on the jump. And there they fly, MacArthur and Humphrey together off the jump. What a move by Humphrey on the outside, and look out, MacArthur loses it on the corner. He's rolled his sled. He gets nothing but mud and slush as Humphrey takes home the checkered flag, and Island blows by to finish second. Not bad for a bunch of amateurs.
Congratulations to Chris Humphrey from MacTier, Ontario, the winner of the amateur class. Chris battled to victory on a Skidoo MXZ.
Yeah, the final got a little scary. We got racing up the plywood there, and there's 2 of us out side by side, and I just happened to get a better line when we landed, and things worked out well for me. So made a good enemy out of it, but...
Well, the organizers wanted this to be much more than just a series of races, and that's exactly the way it's turned out to be. This has also turned into a trade show. Let's take a look around and see what's new and exciting.
We're a distributor aftermarket snowmobile parts and accessories, and usually the summer's pretty slow for us. As you can see, there's lots of snowmobile enthusiasts out here today, so it was a good time for us to come out and present our products.
How important is something like this for promoting your products in the summer?
Very important. It keeps the momentum going. You come off of a good winter, and everybody's got their sled sitting in the garage. They're getting itchy. Come out to an event like this, and it just piques everybody's all their interest, and it's going to be a good show. I can't wait for next year.
Here's something unique in snowmobiles. Look at the tracks on this thing. We're here with Bruce, and Bruce, tell me all about what this snowmobile is doing with wheels.
Well, this is a series called CD Race that's asphalt snowmobile racing on at regular drag strips around southern Ontario. And what we have is a slick track like this one here in front of me. It's basically like a racing tire, except it's long and narrow for the snowmobiles. And we do the quarter-mile runs at both Cayuga International Dragway Park and Grand Bend Motorplex.
Today we've had a real good response. We've got a lot of people out to look at the trailers. We sold a few, and I think we're going to have a real good shot at the fall season. There's going to be a lot of interest this fall.
Okay, what's the biggest thing that people are looking at?
Well, the biggest thing right now is this covered trailer. People are really intrigued with that. They love the look of it, and they like the fact that you'll be able to do a trailer where you want to go and pull your sleds out, and they'll look like new when you pull them out nice and clean.
Who will own the bragging rights amongst the ladies? Right from the start, we know they all want them. Aliyah Brown is first out of the hole, across the water and into the corner. Mary Orr, the local favorite from Coldwater, presses hard into corner 2 in second place. Through the stretches and bends, the gals are working it and putting on a great show for the crowd. First over King Kong is Aliyah Brown holding the lead. Oh, she lands hard, but keeps on going, looking okay. Nicole Nicholas has moved past Orr to take over second. She wants first and is going after Brown. Brown is out in front, but Orr isn't out of it yet. She's a close third with the 2 leaders crossing the pond. As they start up lap 2, Nicholas cuts hard to gain ground on the leader. It's anyone's race across the water. This is the last lap and they're not letting up. As they hit the corner section, Brown is leading. But again, Nicholas, with some aggressive tactics on the straights and corners, is challenging Brown. And there it is. Nicholas, with a great move, pushed Brown to the outside and has taken over the lead just before the jump. What a move by Nicholas. That cut to the inside was outstanding. Nicholas is all alone now. She pulls away from the field to cross the water and take the checkered flag. Orr has passed Brown and will come in to take second place. Great race, ladies.
Congratulations to Nicole Nichols, who journeyed from Romulus, Michigan. Nicole won the ladies class riding an Arctic Cat ZR.
Oh, I am so pleased. I have learned throughout 3 years that I've been racing. I've learned so much, and it has shown here. I just remember to pass, remember to stay with it, and just, oh no, just keep in your mind, win. And then you go out there and you do it. Don't give up.
Today's event, the track, tell me, were you pleased with it? What was it all
Oh, yeah, for what? Oh, for a July day, and you know, in the middle of the summer with the sunshine, they couldn't have done a better job. It was just fantastic. What an event.
I gonna say it loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Go. We'll be right back with more We'll be right back with more SnowSquall after this.
That's better. That'll go.
Good. Welcome back to the Summer SnowSquall here at the Molson Park in Barrie, and things are heating up on the track.
It's time for the big boys, the 600 final. As you can see, all riders are here to do one thing, win. And with a healthy purse up for grabs, you know they are motivated. Look at these guys go. Fred Fader and Sebastian Forche are battling hard through the corners, with Fader coming out ahead on corner 2. The power of the 600s is evident. These guys are pounding through the corners as they come up to the first jump. First over is Fader, followed by Forche, who gives Rob Levarelia a good old rooster of mud in the chops. Fader is opening up the gap as he gives it more throttle and pulls away unchallenged. The sleds are really sliding on this slick track. Riders have to be very careful with the power of these machines, particularly with the 600s. Traction is lost if they give it too much on this very tight course. As they head through the corners and straights, Fader is pulling away with an impressive lead. The battle for second has Loney and Lee engaged in a great cat and mouse in the mud. What a show these guys are putting on. Up and over the jump, Fader leads, with Loney running a close second. Oh, hang on, Forche's sled goes sideways as he comes down the jump. He straightens it out though and keeps on the pursuit. Across the water they go with everyone still in the hunt to move up. But these guys aren't giving up any ground. Fader is setting a tough pace for the rest. Fader checks to see and discovers he's got a solid lead as he rounds the corner. He's rode a strong race right from the start and continues to do so as he approaches the jump. It's this section of the track where riders can't afford to make a mistake. Fader isn't letting up as he goes over, and oh, a face plant! Fader almost went over the bars. His machine appears to be stalled. And here comes Terry Loney over the jump on the outside, and he's taking the lead. What a turn of events here in the 600 final, folks. Fred Fader has led this whole race and stalled it coming off the jump into the final lap, allowing Terry Loney to take over the lead for the final lap. But look at Fader. He's found his tether and is flying across the pond to catch up. This race is not over yet. Fader is closing in on Looney, and Lee has moved into the thick of it as he takes over second. Fader is making an incredible comeback, but his hopes just may have died. At the jump, Looney seems to have left everyone behind. He rounds the turn and heads across the water. There appears to be a problem back at the jump as Looney crosses to take the flag. Rob Lee has stuck his sled at the top of the jump and is working to free up the track. But here comes Fortier up the outside. He nudges Lee as he goes over to take second place. Fortier's nudge on the jump was a favor to Lee. With that little push, Lee's back in it as they both head into the water. Lee has Fortier on the inside, steals second place right before the finish. What an unbelievable race.
Congratulations to Terry Looney, who hails from Grand Island, New York. Terry won the 600 Pro Class riding a Polaris XCR. The Summer SnowSquall was a great success. Over 6,000 spectators enjoyed a phenomenal event. For the OFSC, the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs, it proved to be a great bonus. In an effort to promote and support organized snowmobiling, organizers of the SnowSquall presented the OFSC with a check for over $1,600, monies that were raised throughout the day in support of the Ontario Trail System.
Our hometown is in Barrie. The OFSC office is down the street. And it just proves that snowmobilers will snowmobile with as much enthusiasm in the summer as they do in the winter. We can't wait to see you on the trails. This will be a down payment on a new groomer.
It's a dash for cash here in the 440 final. Competition was tough from the get-go. Steve Frechette and Yvon Petit squeeze it to the bar off the line and both just about lose it at the water. These guys are really going at it. Gerald Asselin charges up the outside looking to go ahead, but is denied as Frechette powers around corner 2 to hold the lead. Pete Myers, sneaking up on the inside, surprises Asselin to take over second with the jump approaching. Frechette is first over the jump, but has a full entourage close behind and gaining. Across the pond, you can see these guys are not letting up. It's obvious the $2,000 first place prize has captured their attention in a big way. Frechette has put some serious real estate between himself and Asselin and Meyer. They're back engaging in a serious joust for second. Frechette continues to lead as he winds through the corners and straights, leading the pack with a fine demonstration of controlled aggressive riding. Over King Kong they go, and it's obvious Asselin is hoping to gain ground. Look at the air he takes. Ouch, that's gotta hurt, but not enough to shut him down. These guys just won't let up. This is one fantastic race. These 440s are being pushed to the max. It's snowcross at its best. This race is quickly becoming a battle for second. Asselin is continuing to stay with Myers every step of the way. He just can't seem to get the cut on the corners and be able to power past Myers. And he knows his time is running out. Off the jump, you can certainly sense the urgency. Asselin again takes incredible air, and the crowd is loving it. As they approach the second pond, Frechette is still comfortably ahead and continues to separate himself from the two battling for second. And what a battle it is. They continue to squeeze it tight as Asselin is pressing Myers at every chance. Frechette is out on a great lead and showing excellent control. But Asselin has yet to give up. He knows that this is his last lap and he has to make a move now. And what a move it is. Look at him go off the jump. That's unbelievable. But unfortunately, too little, too late. Frechette is on his way to take home the flag and the $2,000 first prize.
Congratulations to Steve Frechette from Chibougamau, Quebec, the winner of the 440 Pro Class, who took the flag riding a Skidoo MXZ.
We're having a great time, and it's kind of cool.
It's good.
What?
Brings back winter.
I wish it could happen all year round. I wish we'd have snow all year round, but we can't have it, so might as well have it in the summer.
Oh, it's awesome. Just a lot of fun. Skidoos everywhere. Yeah, good time. Oh yeah, great time. Worthwhile coming down. Oh yeah, pretty good.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's great because you can snowmobile all year long.
Good time. I wouldn't be anywhere else but here for sure. But today is the best day.
It's just something unique, I guess. You never see snow in the middle of summer.
Think it's a good idea?
I think so, yeah. I like the fact there's snow in the summertime. That gets me excited. I like that a lot. And lots of toys. Very expensive toys maybe, but the toys are fun and we can always dream, right? So.
Sitting on what I'm getting into, yes, I'm having a lot of fun here. No doubt. Get a lot of nice sleds out here.
Are you impressed with the exhibitors and that?
Yeah, actually, they got it set up pretty well. I'm just sitting here watching the snow coming out. It's starting to look real good, too. It's dirty, but hey, it's July.
The day was filled with many great thrills, bumps, and spills, but the SnowSquall highlight of the day definitely was when rider Steve Frechette won the 440 class and rode his victory lap with his grandmother on the back. Grandma, who is 79 years young, we learned, was very deserving of her victory.
She's around, she follows them all over the place, helps them out in races, and she's even in the pits and everything else, so that's why I said, if you win today, I'm getting on with you.
Hey folks, what a day it has been here. The Summer SnowSquall, the first time in Ontario. The crowd, the fans loving it. The exhibitors, they loved it as well. And by all indications, we're going to be all back here next year, bigger and better. The Summer SnowSquall, snow in July. You got to see it to believe it.